Now, there are some things that I do today and things I don't do at all that have gotten me to this spot right here. And I realized on the way here that people that tend to be really well off, and I mean financially free or millionaires or rich, these people tend to be an odd bunch. They tend to do things a lot more different, and they also tend not to care what other people think, because who cares? Honestly, who cares? So in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys some of the things that I never do as a millionaire. When I say millionaire, it's more just like being financially free. I want to clarify that because I don't want someone showing up at my house and asking for $1,000,000. I don't have it, all right? But do me a favor and smash the like button and let's get right into it. The first thing I never do is I never pay full price for anything. I love this one word, and it's called negotiation. Early on, when I was broke, I learned to negotiate because I had a business. I had a phone selling business. I also had a sneaker selling business, and I had a few other businesses out there like of retail and so on. And I learned that negotiation is just a part of business. And people that tend to pay full price are people that tend not to really pay attention or don't really care about the money. Like if someone walks into a store and is just like, yeah, give it to me, don't care what the price is, it's someone that generally, usually doesn't care about the price or says that, hey, it's no big deal, right? I can just pay it. Well, don't care about the money. But for me, negotiation is so important, and it's a way that I've saved so much money. And did you guys know that outside of America, negotiation is almost like a given in many cultures? In America, it can almost be looked at if you're negotiating, you must be broke or have financial issues or you just don't have the money. But outside of America, people expect you to negotiate. Like here where I live in Dominican Republic, people literally list items for an extravagant price, hoping that an idiot is going to buy it, but they know people are going to try to negotiate no matter what. So they always put a higher price and they always have their real price. Here we have, for example, markets, kind of like farmers markets in the US with organic foods and so on. Well, we have that here. And when you go over there, things are always negotiable and people expect you to negotiate. I used to watch a lot of videos on YouTube with people that go to China and they go to these big markets and people are always negotiating. It's just expected. Never pay full price, always negotiate. Now, my latest example of a time where I literally negotiated like a product was like a week ago. I bought some camera equipment, including a camera, a tripod, a lens, and I paid less than $2,000 when the retail value on what this guy actually wanted was over $3,000. If I had just stayed quiet and said, yeah, I'll just pay what you want me to pay, or I'll just pay what I think this is worth, I wouldn't have gotten such a massive discount. So negotiation is awesome. If you want to learn how to negotiate, read this book. It's called Never Split the Difference. I'm going to have it right here. If you don't like reading and you want to listen to it, I have it in audiobook format. By the way, the book is not mine. It's a book by an author that I like, and I'm not being promoted, but I make it sound like it's my book. It's also an audiobook, an Audible if you want to listen to it. I'll put the link down below to Audible, and I think you get a free credit, so you basically get the book for free. Now, the second thing that I never do is I never buy anything brand new. Nothing brand new, okay? You might say, well, that's a lie. You probably have clothes. You probably have things you buy that are brand new. The answer is the only time I buy something brand new is if it's on sale. And then that goes into negotiation and I'm getting a pretty good deal on it. That's the only time I might buy something brand new. But I even have clothes that are used. Whenever I want to get, for example, jean replacements, because sometimes they just basically wear out. And for me, jeans wearing out is basically when they are broken, when they are literally torn to pieces. That's when I basically replace them. Why? I want to squeeze the life out of things. I want to use things. I don't just want to replace things for the sake of there's something new and I want to replace it. There's a new iPhone that came out and I want the next one, or a new Galaxy, I want it. If something still works, I want to use it until the lights go out, and I'll try to repair it again and give me the most amount of life out of it. Now, the reason I started to basically buy used things, honestly, was because I was broke, so I would go to Goodwill and I would buy t-shirts for like $1 and pants for like $5 and so on. And I'm like a broke person with nice taste and quality taste. So I wanted to buy things that are quality made, and those things usually cost a little bit more money. Now, because I was broke and I was basically obsessed with saving and investing, I didn't see spending money on quality clothes as a good investment. So I would go over to Goodwill and I would just buy, there's this brand of pants I like. It's called like Bonobos, I think it is. Correct me in the comments down below if you know what I'm talking about. But they're very expensive. Like their chinos, they go for like $70 and like $90, and I would get them on eBay for like 15 and 20 bucks. And sometimes I would even find them in Goodwill for like $5, and they were perfectly fine, no stains, no anything, and that would basically be a good deal. Obviously, I don't buy used underwear. That's just weird. I don't do that, but I have no problem buying used clothes, used cars, used tech, used camera equipment. I love it because basically I get to buy things at a massive discount that still have a lot of life. That's my point. You buy something new, yes, you do get to open it up. The box looks pretty. You get to open up the plastic, tear off the little screen protector, you smell it, it smells brand new. It's great, but it's just not great for your wallet. And that's why I just don't buy anything new, and that saves me a bunch of money. Usually, I get things for like 50% off and more just by buying things used and with a bunch of life in them. Now, number 3 is I always pay cash for everything. I don't borrow any money to buy anything at all, at any moment, at any time. Now, I have specific reasons for doing this, but I'm just gonna focus on 3 for this video. Number 1 is you get discounts when you buy things in cash. You're not supposed to, but having cash does make things move a lot faster. Whenever I offer cash for something, I get it right then and there, because usually people say, hey, this is money I can get my hands on immediately. And for me, when I was selling phones and so on, it was massive. Number 2 is you tend to spend less money when you're spending cash. And when I say cash, I don't just mean, for example, like physical cash. I mean, for example, a debit card also. It is your cash, it's your money. And guess what? When you're spending your money, you tend to think about it a lot more than when you're spending, for example, somebody else's money, like using a credit card and so on. I don't use credit cards. I don't even own one. I don't have any loans. I don't even sign up for them. I don't even remember how to sign up for those things. Just kidding. Just fill up your information and they give you the money. But that's something I just always do. Always pay cash. And the last reason is because I don't want to go into debt. And I found myself that when I had credit cards available to me, sometimes I wanted to buy something expensive and I just didn't have the cash on me in the moment. I would just use a credit card. Or maybe I wanted to buy something. I'll buy it now, pay it later. You know, I never paid any interest, never got any late fees, but it's a game I don't see the point in playing. Today, I live debt free. I pay cash for all of my things, and it's just a much simple and easy life, if you ask me. Less complicated for sure. Now, number 4 is I never lend money to family members. Now, I had a point in time where I lent people money, like, you know, and I realized that it's a business that I don't want to be a part of. You know, in the Bible, in Proverbs 22:7, it says that the borrower is slave to the lender. And I really do believe that. It changes your relationships. I know I had an uncle and he borrowed some money from me and we talked all the time. And all of a sudden, when he had my money, he just stopped calling me because he was so embarrassed that he couldn't pay me back at the moment he told me he was going to pay me back, you know? So it changes the relationship. And I like keeping my family relationships simple and family orientated, not money orientated. Now, does that mean I don't give money to family? The answer is I may give money to family, but I don't make it a custom. And you may ask, Tommy, but haven't you had someone ask for money to borrow and you say no? Don't they get angry? The truth is, yes, I've had people asking for money, but I haven't really had anybody get angry at me that I've actually noticed, because it's not that hard to borrow money these days. It's not that hard to go into debt these days. People, for example, want money, get a credit card or get a loan, and boom, they have what they need, right? Or what they want for the most part. But usually when I'm being asked for money, I literally say, is there anything else I can help you with? But I just don't lend money. If I had money to give, I would give you, but I don't have to give if I don't have to give, and I'm not willing to lend you money. I don't want to change our relationship or complicate it. And usually, That tends to work because it's the honest truth and I'm not really making it up. It's just honest. I don't want to change the relationship. It's a lot easier to deal with people when they don't lend you money. Now, number five, and the last thing is I never take action without asking for advice. Now, before you say you need to be your own person, maybe, or you need to make quick decisions sometimes, I fully agree. But I don't make decisions where I don't feel 100% comfortable with the decision I'm basically making. Here's what I mean, okay? Let's say I need to do something and I already have the information of what I need to do and how it works. I won't procrastinate. I'll do it right then and there. But if there's something that's outside of my realm of competence and my knowledge, I basically will pause and ask for advice. And if I lose a deal, I lost a deal, no big deal. But I had to ask for advice. But there has been times, and you have to be very careful with that, when you know what to do, you have all the right information, and you still choose to ask for info, and you lose on the deal, and then that's you procrastinating. So those are five things I never do as a millionaire, or as someone that's financially free. And those are habits that have helped me out a lot when it comes to my financial life. I hope you can actually take them, steal them, rob them, take them, put them in your pocket, do what you want with them. And I hope to actually help you. And these are things that make your life a lot more simple. And they almost sound like opposite to what everyone says, which is get into debt, borrow money, build more passive income that way, lend money, give, live and do, and just forget about things. YOLO, buy whatever you want. Don't buy used stuff. They're garbage. I don't live that way. And I know this is a lot better. And by the way, all of my fridge equipment or my kitchen equipment, I bought it used. Somebody bought it, or maybe it got like dented on the way, and everything works perfectly fine. And I got a massive discount because of that. And that allowed me to pay cash for that stuff when some people have to sign up for like a credit card to actually be able to get that stuff. But I'll see you guys next time. Hope it helps, and peace out. Long term team out.